Welcome to another Media Guide program opening. This one I had to do a little more prep work than normal. The gentleman that sent it, this was from Ellicott City, Maryland, which is about 45 minutes to an hour from here. He packaged it so well and protected it so well with the cardboard, as you can see, that a lot of his tape stuck to the bag and it's kind of messed up the bag. I'm going to have to replace that, which is not a big deal. But I had to invest some extra prep time into opening it. The whirring sound you hear behind me is the dishwasher here at the road office. So don't mind that. This is the 1975 Gator Bowl. This game pits the Maryland Terrapins against the Florida Gators. Maryland took the win there. I think it was 13-0. Not too bad. There's a little bit of a crease like right here, like right down the spine, but not terrible, and it seems pretty tight. It seems like more of a print roll anyway, so nothing can be done. There is Prudential Insurance, which was a major college football sponsor in the 70s, and this is the Gator Bowl, so it always comes with that cool patch back then of the Gator with the helmet kicking the football. Some of the Gator Bowl officials. Gator Bowl played in Jacksonville, Florida. Lindsey Nelson and Al Wester on the call of the Gator Bowl. So I'm imagining that it's on the Mutual Network, so that was an independent network available that anyone could buy. A flashback to Texas Tech's Gator Bowl with Texas Tech and Georgia Tech from 1965. And there's some various pre-game festivities. There's some helmets from Gordon Thompson, Jacksonville's #1 Chevrolet dealer. Then you have the bicentennial, which is right around the corner, since this game was in December of 1975. I was 8 years old in 1976, and everything that wasn't bolted down, and many things that were, had red, white, and blue and the bicentennial logo on it. There's an advertisement, and that is the Florida Gator helmet at the time. They use this helmet every once in a while in throwback games to this day. And this appears to be some article, a little bit of background on the history of the state of Florida, as well as you should get excited for banks. I'll pass on that one. This is the official Gator Bowl watch that everybody associated with both teams would be getting, I guess. The official Gator Bowl award watch. Okay, here's the category of the teams. This is the University of Maryland with pictures of the campus. And the 1974 Terrapins, the champions of the ACC for the second consecutive year. Head coach Jerry Claiborne, and number 13, Mark Mangus. He would be the quarterback the following year when Maryland went undefeated in the regular season and went to the Cotton Bowl in the days where the ACC champion did not get an automatic bowl bid to a larger bowl, and they would play the Houston Cougars and they would lose. The only game they would lose that year. Hint, hint, hint. The program to that game is somewhere in this pot in a future opening, because I know this because I purchased it and I haven't seen it yet. This is the Terrapins in their 8-2-1. They lost to Tennessee. Of course, what I don't like about this is it doesn't say if this was home or road. They lost to Tennessee. They tied to Kentucky, which was Jerry Claiborne's alma mater, and who eventually he would leave Maryland to go coach. And they lost by 2 points to Penn State, which Maryland usually did even way back then. There's the Maryland assistant coaches. If we have heard any of these gentlemen went on to bigger, but Joe Krivak, who would eventually be a Maryland head coach. It's really the one that stands out there. Some Terrapins Joe Campbell would spend a few years with the Saints. I think he was a third-round draft pick. Sorry about my shot on my hand there. Rick Jennings would play for the Oakland Raiders, and I believe he played in the World Football League. Vince Kinney spent a little bit of time with the Denver Broncos. The aforementioned Mark Mangus, who would have that Sports Illustrated cover. I should probably try to get that in the collection. John Schultz would spend a little bit of time with the Denver Broncos. Tim Wilson was the blocking back for Earl Campbell with the Houston Oilers. Who rings a bell there? Florida Greyhound Racing. And there's a few of the Terrapins. I always love those the pictures from back then. Everybody had the leg up if they were a running back, and a defender looked like he was flying through the air, even though he was literally just leaning forward. Some members of the Gator Bowl Club. This is the alphabetical team roster, so I'm sure we'll be getting to any eras, the Gators, and a little bit on their season. And there's a picture of what the Gator Bowl looked like at the time. It's been renovated quite a few times since 1975. There was Florida's head coach at the time, Doug Dickey. Florida entered the game 9-2. Their two losses were 10-7 to Georgia and 8-7 to NC State. Boy, you were literally 5 points away from an undefeated season. And Maryland wins this game 13-0. So it shows you how good the Terrapins were at the time. There's a Florida assistant. There's two future head coaches, Ken Hatfield, who would be the head coach at Arkansas, Clemson, and Rice. Kim Helton would be the head coach of the Houston Cougars for a short period of time. I don't remember him being overwhelmingly successful there. Take a look at the Gator players. Larry Brinson, I think, had a cup of coffee somewhere in the NFL as a running back. I'm thinking maybe the Chiefs. Maybe I'm confusing him with Larry Brunson. Jimmy DuBose was with the original Tampa Bay Buccaneers and had some USFL time. Same with Derek Gaffney. There's three Gaffneys there: Derek, Don, and Warren. Tony Green was a running back that had a little bit of NFL time. I'm thinking again Tampa Bay, but could be off there. Scott Hutchinson was a second rounder by Buffalo, if I remember correctly. Terry LeCount was a wide receiver for the Vikings. Marineland, which I went to one time when I was in 1977 when I visited Florida. I don't know if Marineland is even open anymore. We did Marineland, not SeaWorld. Don't remember why. The St. Augustine Alligator Farm. And there's some pictures of the Florida Stars. And here we go. The always popular Queen and their Court of the Various Bowl Games. 1975. It was the winner was Elizabeth Lee Libby Wood, a senior economics major at Wellesley College, and is entering the graduate program at Harvard. So I wonder where Queen Libby is today. There's some ads. Paxson Electric, the city. There's some more of that very cool Gator Bowl logo. There's the past history of the Gator Bowl. The previous season, Auburn had whipped Texas 27-3 in the Gator Bowl before this one. And here's that bicentennial logo that was painted on just about anything that you could think of in 1976. back the Gator Bowl Hall of Fame with the offensive and defensive players of the game. And there is Earl Campbell. We mentioned him earlier with Maryland's Tim Wilson. Some Gator Bowl records for player and team. And this was back in the day, many bowl games would have like a 4-team basketball tournament in town. It was just another way to attract people and to give people that were coming to see the game something else to do in the area. And this particular year was Wake Forest, St. Joseph's, Florida, and Jacksonville. There's Wake Forest former coach Carl Tacey. Most valuable players in the all-time team records of the Gator Bowl. The President's Ball and Regatta. Jacksonville did the same thing with boat racing, and it wouldn't be a bowl game without somebody showing you a truck-sized color television. Okay, very solid program, which cost you $1 in 1975. Like I said, I will have to put this in its own bag and board because it was damaged a little bit. But I'd rather the bag and board get damaged than the actual program. So no standby program today since this one's rolling along pretty well. So we'll be back next time. Hit that subscribe button if you wouldn't mind. It doesn't make me any money, doesn't do me a whole lot of good, but nonetheless makes me feel good. So we'll see you next time with another media guide and or program opening. Thanks for watching.